Now, this will be recorded, and I will post it either tonight or tomorrow. So if you miss any of this, obviously Dana has a fantastic PowerPoint. If you know me and my golds, I love me some PowerPoints. So if you do need to see this, this will be a recording. So go for it, Dana. Thank you so much.
Okay. Hi, everyone. First off, I'm not an expert, but I have been researching and learning a lot about this stuff and just wanted to share with you guys what I picked up. The thing about the algorithms is they keep changing, like what Facebook does and how it determines what's important, what's viewable, what's not. It's going to keep changing. So all you can do is continue to stay educated. But let's just go through some stuff. A little bit about me really quick. I do live in Indiana, so I'm the middle, unlike a lot of Virginia people. Someone's drawing tonight. Uh-oh, Amy. I'm a Shih Tzu mom. I love the Backstreet Boys. I've been a retailer for almost a year. My average sales are $10,000 a month, so super awesome, but enough to kill me because I haven't cruise qualified in a few months. I do have a small team, and they're amazing ladies. I think a few of them are on tonight. I had the opportunity to onboard last year at Deanne's house. So, fun facts. Here's what we're going to talk about tonight.
Hold on real quick. Whoever posted that, could you guys delete that? That's going to drive me absolutely bonkers the whole time, and we cannot do it. So if you wrote on the screen you were the only one, whoever's doing that, you're the only one that can delete it.
Oh, there we go.
Thank you. And we don't know who you are, so don't worry. We're not calling you out. We really don't have no idea. Okay, go for it, Dana.
Okay, so here's what we're going to talk about tonight, just a quick overview. And I posted this meme because it's pretty accurate. Every time we go on, something's different. So it's the joy of things. At least it stays interesting, right? Okay, so here's a straight up definition of algorithm. A process or set of rules to be followed. So you guys can read. Plus I can't see all the way. Again, pretty boring, right? That doesn't make any sense. I don't know. I'm more of a visual person. So how does that work? How does that play into what we're doing? Basically, computers are taking what we do and determining what's important to us. So I'll show some examples here in a little bit, but the more you like stuff, the more you react to people, the more you message with your friends, the more you're going to see their stuff. So Facebook is prioritizing to you. So here's some different visual tools that talk about algorithms. So the more interest you can get, the more connections you can get, the more, sorry, there's people outside talking, messing me up. The more interest you can get, and the better your posts perform, the better it is for you long term. So an example that's kind of off topic, if you ever pay to boost a post from your page, so your business page, if you ever pay to boost it, boost something that's already performing well. You don't want to boost anything that's not performing. So your money is valuable, and if you're going to spend it on boosting, make sure it's something that's already doing well, because the more people comment and interact, the more people are going to see it. So it's kind of like this, it's like this chain effect where if this person sees it and comments and it's a public post, their friend's going to see they commented. So it's just like this, I don't know, how would you describe it? Like a wave, it's going to keep going and going and going. So the more people that interact with your posts, the better. Facebook in general, their goal is to keep users in Facebook interacting as long as possible. So they do that by content, and they do that by tailoring the newsfeed to you. I don't know about you guys, but I'm always seeing little ads that look like things I've had in my cart on eBay, on Amazon, anywhere I'm shopping. Facebook is watching us. It's like the big brother we didn't have. It's a stalker. It's kind of creepy, but it's working. So just keep that in mind when you're I know for me, I'm always looking at dog videos, or I love watching videos on The Voice of really good auditions. So I keep seeing them in my newsfeed. So the more you're shopping the row, the more you see it in your newsfeed. The more you're interacting with certain friends, the more you see it in your newsfeed. So the same thing goes for your group. The more people are interacting with you, the more visible you're going to be. So sometimes percentages come into play, and that's a little more technical than I get. We'll talk about that a little bit. So quick overview of Facebook. They've launched photos. They went mobile. They launched a chat. They linked with Instagram. Then they became news focused, where they were all about news articles. Then they were doing videos to compete with Snapchat. And now it's all about reactions. So the key with Facebook is they want to be the best and the social media platform that everyone goes to the most. So like they're also competing a little bit with Twitter with status updates and the ability for us to do short little things and it to be shared. So another tidbit is sharing stuff on Facebook. Don't share things that are outside of Facebook. Let me see if I can explain a little better. Facebook doesn't want you to leave Facebook. They want you to stay there as much as possible. So if you're posting links to external sites, it might not be as, might not get as many views. So as much as you can, post within Facebook. So a live video, a video direct to your profile or your group or your wall, not a link to YouTube or somewhere else. I'm not saying don't do that. I'm saying it just won't perform as well, if that makes sense. Let's see. So there's lots of ways to read algorithms because we figure it out on our own. So Facebook is releasing a new set of ways to do that in groups. There's some already available in your pages, but you can also use third-party tools like Sociograph. That's one that I think has came up a little bit, and I will show you some examples I think on here of that. That one's a little bit easier to read. And they're all going to change and get better because, again, so Facebook's releasing all these ways for us to analyze groups because they don't want us to leave Facebook. Why would we go to Sociograph when we could get that information on Facebook and have their marketing in our like side newsfeed and buy more stuff through them? Okay, so here's a quick example of my Sociograph that I ran. Pretty much from when I started to current, it shows all the reactions, the number of shares, the number of comments, videos, photos, all sorts of stuff. And you can kind of see when my group has been really interactive and when it's been slower. I'm blaming June on the fact that I've been moving forever. But you can take this a step further. You can change timelines. You can look at pretty much anything.
Is this like Sociograph website or where do you get this from?
Yeah, there was a link. It's called sociograph.io, and then you can go in and it'll give you options on page you're an admin on, or on groups or pages you're an admin on, and it gives you this information.
Is it like money or is it free?
This part's free, but if you want to download a CSV file, like export it, that's money. I think it's $10 or something. It would get tedious if you had a huge group. If you have a smaller group or if you're just looking for an overview, it kind of helps you understand which posts are getting a lot of reaction or interaction. I know you can kind of tell that by comments, but this is a really cool thing to help understand. People always talk about like post. There's different theories about posting twice a day, every day, once a day, certain time periods, whether it's like, I don't know, people are most interactive at 8 a.m. and 2 p.m. or 5 p.m., but maybe you post opposite of normal people to get people shopping with you. So maybe you post 9 p.m. Sometimes I've done some lives that are late at night and I call it like a night owl sale, and it gets interaction, it gets different people, especially because I'm on East Coast. So maybe I've got some West Coast shoppers. So just some things to think about. And you can see like, so this is one of the options in Sociograph. This is just a screenshot of my top commenters in that time frame that I picked. I think I did just June or July, I don't remember, a shorter time frame. But you can see it shows their rating. I don't really know what karma means, but the things I look at is how many times did they react? How many times did they share or comment on things? Who are my people? So a really cool thing to do that I've seen, I haven't tried it, but I'm planning on doing it, is doing some sort of a contest in your VIP for interaction. So maybe you say like, hey, my top 10 ladies this month who interact the most are going to be entered to win this, or, something that kind of gets them involved, because a lot of people, maybe they don't have the money, but maybe they're watching. There's a lot of lurkers in groups you just don't know about. And if you tell them, hey, this is how you can help me succeed, or like, my boyfriend's sister and I were talking and I was kind of explaining this to her and she goes, oh, I never comment. And I was like, I know you don't. But she's like, you're in my newsfeed all the time. I said, well, then you're watching and you need to comment. So it helps me. So having people in your life and letting them know, here's how you can help, or customers, here's how you guys can help me. So a little more on Facebook. The two main reasons people are on Facebook, they want to be educated or they want to be entertained. So what can you do to educate or entertain people?
I could be a stripper.
Sorry, what was that?
I said I could be a stripper. That would be entertaining.
That would be, see, there you go. People like, I mean, anything funny, anything that they relate to, or anything where they learn something. So, you know, styling tips, how to wear things. People love that. They're there to learn. Okay, so there's kind of 3 parts to your Facebook presence, if you will. Your normal profile, your page if you have one, and your VIP shopping group. And although they all 3 serve different functions, they should all be like connected. You know, you need to make sure you're connected and on all of them. So your personal page, it is private, but sometimes I switch my stuff to public. If it's something about my business strategically, or if it's something I want other people's friends to see, I will make it public. I don't put everything public, but some things I do. Anything on your business page is public. So a lot of people don't like having both pages, a page and a group. A lot of people think that's confusing, but they kind of serve different functions. A page is a tool to get people to your group. So that's how I use it. I link my profile to my page to my group. Let me see so here is what my current Facebook profile looks like. You can see it says where I work, and that links it to my page. And then from my page, it links it to Shop Now to my group. So people can very quickly see how to get from one to the other to the other. Things I see a lot with retailers is your profile photo. If it's not you and LuLaRoe, what are you guys doing? That's crazy. This is like the best way for you to market. It's free. People look at your profile photo. You want to make sure it's clear, you're in good lighting, whether it's a fake light or natural light. So yeah, that's a big thing. Let's see. Your featured photos, it's an opportunity. It tells a story. People want to know about you. So like I show my dogs and my boyfriend. I show me at LuLaRoe home office, dogs and dogs again, and me in a pair of leggings that I really love. So, you know, whatever it is in your life, whether it's running or your kids or whatever it is, but make sure there's something about LuLaRoe in there that's kind of like strategic. You don't have to have a I sell LuLaRoe banner on your page. It can be a little more downplayed and less salesy. But you notice like my dogs are both in LuLaRoe as my cover photo. So I don't know, different things that will make people react or interested in you, but it doesn't come off like you're spamming them. Things that I would avoid. These are just things I would avoid. Anything negative. I think I've had a couple negative posts and I like went back and forth. Here's the thing. If you're questioning if you should post it, you probably shouldn't. Maybe a rant every once in a while is fine, but nothing with politics, religion, anything that you don't want people to associate you with negativity. And a big thing that I'm just starting to do is friend request or allow customers to friend request you. Now, I'm not saying go through your entire VIP and send everyone a friend request, but your best shoppers, people you message with and have a relationship with, friend them or ask them, hey, do you want to be Facebook friends? I mean, it's super easy. And it allows, like, if you're friends with them, they're more likely to see your shopping group stuff. They're more likely to see all of your posts. They're more likely to see your open houses that you make events for. And you're building a relationship. So next is your page. So you should have the Shop Now button that links to your VIP shopping group. I also link it from my Instagram to my page. So if I post an Instagram, maybe twice a week I post my Instagram to my page if they're relevant. So also encourage your friends and family and VIPs to give you reviews. I know I did like some sort of a contest where I said, I didn't do a reviews contest, but anyone who likes my page this month will be entered to win a free pair of leggings to my VIP shoppers. I mean, they already like you. They're already shopping with you. So there's no downside, right?
Have a question. I started out with my Instagram working that way, and I don't know what happened, but ever since probably about 2 months in, it doesn't do that anymore. How do I get that to link? And can you get it to link right to your group vice your page?
It only links to your page or to like your personal profile. So it's probably in your Instagram settings. Okay. I know I made my Instagram, I've changed the settings a few times. So the question is it maybe linking to your personal page, like profile instead of your like page here? But I would say it's in your settings, or maybe if you reset might be an option. Amy, do you
Okay.
know anything?
I'll try that.
Mine's totally different. Like mine, like even the shop now button is not available to everyone. So they at one point they said that they're going to be rolling out, but that's something that's new that's coming. I didn't have one for the longest time, so I just recently got a shop now button, and I don't even have it if you search for it. But if you go onto my page, I have one. But if you're looking, if like you type in like Lula Road, Northern Virginia, and you can see all of them, and it says like shop now. Mine still doesn't even say shop now unless it clicks on the page. So I don't know a whole lot about like the connecting and all that. It still mind boggles me. Some of it just drives me insane because Facebook rolls it out differently for different people at different times. So I never have any idea.
Okay.
What else is interesting is like, you can see down here, it says this is up this week. 7 people click shop now. So it's people like searching me out. So when people type your name, ideally your page and your group would be named the same thing. So they're linking. And when people find them, they kind of go hand in hand. And your page is something that you could pay for advertising and marketing on. So like you could promote that. I don't know, groups might change to that or be evolving to that. That's probably a different call because I'm not sure. Okay, so Facebook groups. My quick tidbit is leave any you don't need to be in. I'm consistently leaving groups of other retailers, things that are past events. So another thing would be instead of holding groups for your shoppers, like, so let's say you do an online party. Don't do it in a group, do it in an event that links to your VIP. Does that make sense? So historically, I would create a group of, Sally and her 20 friends to shop, right? They shop in the group, blah, blah. Goodbye, people. I never see them again. And I have this freaking group in my groups tab that drives me insane. Like, why do I have so many groups? It's because they're old parties. Well, instead, do a party as an event, and they're to shop, they have to join your VIP. Does that make sense? Or in the event, you could do a shop throw link, something like that. So I've done them either way, but I've heard a lot of success about people having to join the group to shop because it keeps them in your group. It gets them in there. So they're more likely to continue shopping from you in the future. Groups that are good to be in are anything with training, networking. So like I'm in a couple Shih Tzu groups and different hobbies. Those are good groups to be in and be interactive. So I wouldn't leave all those groups. But a lot of extra groups could probably be left because it just clogs up your news feed. You're spending so much time looking at other people's stuff and comparing yourself and not working your business.
Ding.
It's this trap that everyone does. We all do it. We just shouldn't or limit it. So they just recently, another Facebook change, they just added a button that says recommended by the admins. So like I have a small group where I talk about being a retailer. So I recommended it in my group and had 4 new people join who are interested in the opportunity. So it could be anything. Maybe you're in you're a multi with your team or whatever you want. It's totally up to you. There is a theory that 80% of posts should be interaction, 20% of your posts in your group should be sales-based. So keep that in mind. And getting to know your VIPs, the more they trust you, the more they're going to buy from you. I have a lot of VIPs who are plus size because I'm plus size. They trust me. It's like this plus size woman cult thing where you just automatically meet someone who's a little thicker and you're like, I like you. I trust you, because you know how hard it is to shop for big boobs or whatever it is. So people can relate to you. It's just interesting how that works. I actually got this from one of my directs. I noticed she was doing it and I noticed I could improve. Everyone who comments on anything, like it or respond every single time. So my outfit of the day, every outfit that they get commented, I don't do it necessarily real time, but I go back through and I make sure I respond. Oh my God, that looks amazing. What are you doing that day? Maybe they said they were going to Wonder Woman. Someone said that. I said, how was the movie? Should I go see it? Like it, comment. You're interacting with them. You're building a rapport and they're commenting in your group. They're sharing whatever it is. Maybe they comment on a post you made or a giveaway. At least like it. Give them some attention. That's what they want. They just want to know that you're paying attention to them. Okay. You guys like the dead fish? The struggle is real.
That's my group right there.
It's a lot of groups. And it's groups at different times, you know. I don't know if it's seasonal, or I don't know if there's anything that's like a secret, but basically people aren't going to see your posts or interact if other people aren't interacting. It's like this chain effect where it's like, oh, Facebook, no one cares about you, well then no one else can. So the more people that interact, the better it is. So that was that whole concept. Well, first off, I would never suggest doing mass ads or loops. So you don't want people to be added. Like, don't be like, add 5 friends to win this. We've all done it, and now we're all paying for it, if you will. So the more you can know your shoppers and build the relationship, the better. So you don't want a bunch of strangers. Let me see. But removing people. Okay. So maybe I had 2,500 people in my group, and I've removed 900. Over the course, like I just took this with my text on. Over the course of the last 6 weeks, it wasn't like overnight. I went through and I removed anyone who was inactive. So like they have a gray Facebook profile. You know what that means? That means they're not on Facebook. Maybe they've deleted their account, maybe a lot of things. But the point is they're showing as a group member that doesn't care about you, and they're messing up your algorithms because Facebook assumes, hey, they don't care, so no one does. When really they're not even there. So that has nothing to do with you or them. I also went through and found this is a tedious process if you have a big group. So I would pay someone to do it in LuLaRoe. But other retailers who don't participate or you don't personally know, I removed probably 60 retailers who maybe they joined for unicorns, maybe they joined just out of curiosity or shopping, who knows, but they're not participating. They're not shopping from me. I don't know them personally. So why are they in my group? Goodbye. So there's another thing called added, not joined. So sometimes people get added to your group. That's that whole add 5 people to win this. If they don't ever join your group, they're not actually seeing your stuff. Maybe it shows them as a group member, but next to them it says added. If they haven't said joined and accepted it, they're not really in your group. They're just messing up your algorithms. Does that kind of make sense? Okay, the other tool you can use when you're removing people is like Sociograph. So this is page 10 of my 10 pages of interactions of people. And some people didn't even make the list, so maybe they had none. I don't know how to find those people, maybe with the CSV download. But look, these are like low, maybe they've commented once or twice, reacted. So if they haven't shopped for me and they haven't commented, and it kind of depends on the time frame too, but you can use these tools to help determine who your actual shoppers are, and if people are dead weight weighing your group down, causing no one to see you. But I'm not saying go remove everyone. That's not how it works. Move people that aren't buying or shopping or you don't know, that just say added but not joined, and see if it helps. See if you're getting more interactions from other people. When I did it, I did notice people that I don't know if I'd ever seen their name, suddenly were commenting on things. Does it make sense? Probably not. But does Facebook? Not all the time. Okay, so something that everyone should think about at all times is, how do I funnel actual people to my group? How do I funnel real shoppers who are interested in LuLaRoe? And how do I know what's working? So maybe I'm posting on Instagram. Maybe I'm posting on Pinterest. Maybe I met 10 people and gave out my card. How do I know who they were and if they joined my group? There's this new thing in group settings where you can set up entry questions. So I just recently did this. These are the 2 I did. I did, how did you hear about my group? And do you have a favorite LuLaRoe style? So they don't have to. I can still approve them if they don't answer. Now I've had a lot of, like, not a lot, I would say people still joining that haven't answered that. So, but the ones that did, it's helping me determine what's working. So I went to the New Kids on, I know if anyone from my team is on this, they've heard this story, but I went to the New Kids on the Block Boyz II Men Paula Abdul concert last week. First off, amazing. So let's just get that out there. But I don't know, it wasn't sold out, but I would say there were easily 10,000 people there, right? 10,000 women in my target range of shoppers walking around me. I should have probably been throwing leggings or something, I don't know. But I did bring my Rowan in the Wild cards, which has my info on it. It has 15% off their first purchase. And, it could be $5 low cash. It could be whatever you want. But it shows them how to get to me. And anyone I saw in LuLaRoe, so I saw 7 people, I made it up to 5 of them because 2 walked way too quick for me. And I complimented them. So how easy is that? I mean, they did the work for me. I'm not saying we should steal everyone's shoppers, but we should. So they did the work for me. Compliment them. Oh my God, I love your leggings. Oh my God, I love your Irma. Da, 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 whatever it is. And then very quickly you can determine, are they another retailer or are they a shopper? And then you can ask. Make it quick. It doesn't have to be elaborate, but mine was, oh my gosh, I love your outfit. Da, da, da. Here's my card. I'm local and I have 300 pieces of Disney coming next week. I hope you have a great time at the concert. It doesn't have to be anything magic, but of those 5 people I get cards to, 2 have joined my group. And I know because they put, how did you hear about me? They said at the concert. So just kind of giving you ideas. The other thing is, anyone who says we're saturated is crazy, because 7 out of 10,000, I mean, we were there early and I was stalking people, like watching. So I don't know, just food for thought. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so that's, like I said, Rowing in the Wild. Something I need to get better at is when I do vendor events is give them an incentive. Why are they going to join my group? They can shop for me and leave. Maybe they're brand new to LuLaRoe. Even better. But if I don't give them some incentive to join my group, they're probably not going to. I mean, unless I don't know. But let's make it as likely for them to join as possible by giving them some sort of incentive. Here, like I did one I did something crazy, chance to win $75 Lula cash at this huge event, and it was probably the best event I've ever done, but it was so worth it. Maybe it's 25 chance to win this pair of beautiful leggings, and you just have a little display. Join my group today. So they join it right there, and suddenly they're in your group. You're connected to them. Friend request them. I've done that to people. Hey, here's my information. Here's your information. Let's get connected. I mean, that's all social media and Facebook is ways to connect to people and build relationships. So I know we make it really complicated, but it's super simple if you think about it. In homes, so say you're having an in-home pop-up at someone else's house, you're doing a party. Well, what's their incentive to join your group? Unless they have an issue with their leggings and want to complain. Give them a reason. I'll give you $5 off tonight if you join. Or, same thing about booking a party. I'll give you this if you book a party. Why are they going to do it? So just food for thought. Okay. Social media content. This is a lot of stuff and I'm going fast. So I'm sorry, you guys, if I'm going too fast. I hope it's okay. Let's see. So it's important that you're consistent, but it's also important that you're not just throwing up word vomit or image vomit of candid images that everyone's sharing across the board in LuLaRoe. Now, I'm not saying don't use Disney and the verbiage, definitely do that, but you don't want to you want it to make sure it has you in it. You want to make sure to mix yourself in and things about you. Let's see. Some things that Facebook has going on right now is photos do better than text. So it's very unlikely that I'm going to do any sort of an update unless it's a photo. So you guys know how in your profile, you now have the option to make it it almost turns your text into a photo, right? Because it performs better. People like it better. It's more visually appealing. It's more exciting. Videos do better than photos. That's part of Facebook competing with Snapchat and YouTube. Questions also do really well because questions, people want to give advice. People want to give their input. And they want everyone to hear what they have to say. They want it, it's normal. It's human nature. Bonus, if you ask a question with a photo. So that's double whoop whoop for algorithms in general. So also asking for reactions or votes. But at the end of the day, it's building relationships. Let's see. More about social media content. It's kind of about what works for you. And it's also about what works for what your shoppers prefer. But what works for you? Is it in-home parties? Is it mystery hosts? Is it albums, outfits? Love it or list it. Wall drops are a new thing that are becoming more common. That's what Lindsay Wheeler does. And she's been doing it for years. And it's working. Always has. So live. Or let's see if this will work. I did this. Is it still sharing my screen or no? No, I took it off. Let me try stop share. And share screen again. Here we go. Okay. Is it sharing now? I wonder why each little bird hasn't someone. So this is something I tried. Let's see. Okay, but did that make sense? Amy, have you seen those before?
I just saw a couple probably in the last 2 days.
Yeah, they're really cool. I got mixed reviews. I had a couple people like comment and say how much they loved it. For me as a shopper, I saw it and I thought, ooh, that is cool. It's quick, it catches my eye. And it's something that, here's a fun fact, a lot of people that are watching videos on Facebook, they don't have their volume up. Maybe they're sitting on the couch next to their husband who's watching a TV show and they can't actually listen to what's on Facebook. So something like that, they're seeing the number, they're seeing the print. They have instructions on how to shop, but they don't actually have to hear anything. I did add the music as a bonus, which Facebook is very funny about music. Here's a way around it. Search YouTube, search a cappella Disney songs, and then record it yourself on your phone. So otherwise, you will be put in Facebook jail and not able to upload videos. So something to keep in mind. But the mini videos was really cool. I like that idea. I saw one of my girls doing it. Let's see. So you got to think about what works for you and get ideas from other people. I mean, at the end of the day, why not? Let's see. I'm going to move this. Okay, so here's just some examples of posts I've made on this is my Facebook profile. But if I do posts like this, everyone loves coffee, so it's easy to post about. But I'm wearing LuLaRoe. Like I'm showing the leggings without showing the leggings. So it's sharing, not selling. But all these people that reacted and commented, it's all going in their newsfeed. So they're seeing them. So it's a way to be a little strategic in how you share Lula. So here's another one that's on my profile. Everyone loves TV shows. So Parks and Recreation, I did a shout out to it and showed leggings. So you can see people responding, saying they love the leggings. I mean, I'm not selling anything, but I'm sharing it and making them they know, like people are seeing it and they know that I have the product. Another thing I always do is I include my pets as much as possible because first off, they're amazing. But everyone loves animals and they love babies. So incorporating them is a good idea. See, everyone I see right now is smiling because you're looking at Emerson because he's freaking adorable. But it works because anyone that sees that smiles, they're going to comment or like it and react. So it made it funny. I'm lucky he puts up with me.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see me. I think I blocked my thing. It's Susan. You said that people on your, when people comment, like when you had the legging picture and you said anyone that comments, it goes to their news feed. Right. Is that what you said?
Yeah. So if I have it public, like some of these are public.
That's what I want to know. How do you make sure that's happening? That's what, because I don't.
So like at the top of the screen, this little thing right here, you can change it to friends or public. And if I do posts that I think
on that specific post. Yep. Okay. So when they
I don't keep it always public.
But your group's not public, just that post.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, okay, all right, perfect. I never thought about that. Thank you.
And the same thing works for like your page. Your page is public. So if you're posting on your page and someone likes it, it always shows this little bar that says this many people reached per post. And you'll notice the posts that have the most reactions, way more people are reached. You know, and you're not paying for that. That's free.
I know the other day, like I posted something personally, like had nothing to do with the LuLaRoe the other day, and somehow it was public because I accidentally made something public, and then these random people were like liking it, and I didn't even think about doing it for my LuLaRoe page. So I'm glad you said that. Thank you.
Yeah. It's weird. You'll get some creeps too, but hopefully some shoppers.
Dana?
Yeah.
Is that post in your Facebook group?
This is on my profile. So I'm going to show some profile and then I'm going to show some group ones.
Okay. So this is on your personal page.
But this is something I would post in my group.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
And I tried to like Jamie Bagley, I definitely relate to her, how she'll show ninja on her lives. I do that with Emerson some too. I think people, if you're showing them personal things, they're connecting to you, whether it's dogs or running or coffee or anything. You just want it. Grey's Anatomy. I have a lot of Grey's Anatomy shoppers, and I have a shirt and I talk about it, and I did trivia one night. Like, so things that help people, you know, I'll have customers be like, oh, let's play Grey's Anatomy trivia. And I'm like a board game. And I was like, I'm in. So it builds relationships for you if you share more about yourself. Or if anyone was ever at a Backstreet Boys concert, I would think they would tell me about it. So this is another strategic post. I'm just going to talk about them really quick. I did screenshots of some of them. So I was dog sitting a friend of mine's, they're very naughty Frenchie. And I tagged them in the post. I hashtagged it. I made it public, and I don't like do a ton of hashtags. So Facebook is not the place for a ton, so just keep that in mind. That's more Instagram. But I'm in full Lula. I made it about their dog, but all their friends are seeing that because I tagged them in it. Does that kind of make sense? So when you're doing stuff with other people like that and you have an opportunity, I don't know if Brooke's on here tonight, but right when she first started, she had a girls' night where they were all out for her 21st birthday, and she didn't wear LuLaRoe. And we had a nice little talk about it because, not because I cared that she wore all LuLaRoe, she could wear one piece, but they all had pictures of them, like 6 girls all had pictures of them, and they were all tagged on all their pages. That was such an opportunity. That it always is. So if you're ever out in a group with people and you're being tagged in photos, why not be in LuLaRoe? Someone sees this prank. Right now, a girl I went to school with, I think she was in a Carly the other day, and she doesn't shop for me, but I'm about to message her and say, oh my God, were you in a Carly? I want to know why and why we haven't talked. So I don't know, people notice stuff. Or even if they don't know it's LuLaRoe, oh my God, your outfit looks adorable. Thanks. Do you know what I do? Like, it's a gateway. So I don't do a ton that literally say LuLaRoe on my profile, but I did do this one because I wanted to be lovey, and it was around Valentine's Day, and I wanted to gift some leggings. So it was a really good way for me to find out, one, who hasn't tried it, and 2, give some stuff away and get people excited. And I'm looking at it. Let's see. I would say 3 of the people that commented that they have since bought from me again. So I know it's interesting. And then you have VIPs that have tried it and just want free stuff or want to tease you about it. So another thing, if you're ever out with your team, make sure you're taking photos. Make sure you have someone there, or a tripod or whatever it is, or a stranger. You know, even that scares me sometimes, like someone's going to steal my phone. So we had just like a team dinner, like hanging out. We made sure we were all wearing a different skirt, and then we'd like get some fun poses. So this one was like the old school boy band pose, but people loved it. And then all those people are tagged in it. So it goes to all their people's people. So I don't know, it expands your reach, I guess. Another really cool thing I started doing is called Reaction Photo. It's a free, I don't know if it's free, maybe it's $1. I don't know. It's a fun app where you can add different things. You can add reactions. So you're telling people what to do here. So you're saying, love it or haha. Which movie do we watch? You know, people love telling you. Like I said, they love telling you what to do. You'll also notice I was strategic. There's a Carly underneath those movies. You guys see that? Boom, it's in there. This one got a lot of interaction. We were trying to decide which floors to use. So this is just more basic about how to grow your reach and for Facebook to see you as valuable or important. So you're going to throw up in news feeds more. And then also something I did on this one is I told people, like, so we did it, and then I said, here's what we did. We ended up, here's what we came up with. So after you let them vote, you want to tell them what you did, because they want to know, did they go with what I said? Why did they do this? You know, what was the reaction? And what I should do is do an after photo. Here's what the floors look like at our new house. So then it brings this old post that's like kind of garbage now, right? Because it's, you know, from June 3rd. Oh, nobody cares about that. That's so long ago. Well, it pops it back up. It makes it relevant again if like there's comments and interaction on it. So, so this was on my profile. And it was just, which one do I keep? Easy, let them vote. And then in some cases, someone's going to want to buy one just because they're like, oh my God, I love that print. Kind of an obsession with teaks. let people vote on which ones I should get. Here's where I admit that I have C, B, and E. But it's a fun, engaging post, and then you get people who are like, oh, I haven't tried that. What's so special about them? So you're just getting a dialogue going, but Facebook sees you as being important because you posted that and everyone's talking about it or responding or voting.
You definitely need A.
A?
Oh my God, that'd be like the first pair I'd buy.
And you don't want D because the metallic ones or whatever, they hurt.
E was not very comfortable. Like my big toe like hits it. But what's sad about all of it is I wear my black pair the most. I don't know why I have all these fun colors. All I wear is black.
What's really sad is I don't own a pair yet.
You should have one for convention. Here's the thing. One, it's a tax write-off. You put it in a flat lay, boom. Two, skirts or whatever, and you can hashtag on Instagram and get followers that way. Boom. I keep saying boom. Okay, next one. This is another app. I don't remember the name. I'll have to look it up. But I just let people fill the thought bubble. People want, and I did one in my group where I forget what it was, but I said, oh, maybe it was describe Emerson's thoughts, and it was a photo of Emerson, and the person with the most likes wins something, so like everyone then votes on who had the best description. Okay, so I saw Gina doing this, who saw someone else doing it, who saw someone else doing it. There's a lot you can get from other retailers, and it works. So like this is an example of me sharing the Love It or List It in my group. My group likes flat lays and they like outfits. So it was really fun to do that with them. And it's all about trying new things, and maybe that's just that time of year. And maybe now they're going to want lives or those little mini videos or whatever. You just kind of have to go with the flow, and you have to go with what works for you. I love outfits. And I like doing flat lays because I'm not live. People don't need to look at me. So if it works for you and it's working, do that. This one was funny because the most freaking likes this is in my group. So the most likes I've ever had on a photo was this one in my group. And it's all about my boyfriend doing a live with me. And I said, what did I say? If I can get 100 and a half hours. So it was just, I don't know. I guess it's like giving them a call to action, giving your shoppers a call to action. And that's what I did here is, if I get this, Dewey's going to be live. And it was also a really good live. So I think I've talked him into doing one a month with me, like make it a big ordeal. People love men in LuLaRoe and a friendly banter, if you will. That's entertainment, right? Like it's no different than us wanting to watch the Kardashians or watching a really bad live sale. Like I've been guilty of being on Periscope, and I'm not going to lie, this lady was drunk and I was watching. I couldn't stop watching. I was like, what is, not saying anyone should ever get drunk, but it was just like one of those things where like, it's crazy. One of my girls, Dawn, is very bubbly and outgoing and funny, and she dances on her lives. And like, she had people telling other people, join her group live because she's so funny, and such a good time. And I'm not saying that's everyone's cup of tea, and I don't always have the energy for all that. When I was doing consistent lives and doing trivia, people love the trivia. They want something where they can interact and be a part of something. I'm trying to think. Okay, so here's another one. I did a reaction photo, and it was strategic because these are 2 Scarletts that I got in. I ordered a couple in EV size, and I let them vote. And then I showed them what they voted for. They picked that one. So everyone just likes to see what actually wins. And bonus, the other Scarlett sold from it. I don't even sell Scarlett. I just ordered a couple for Evie. And to kind of like show off the new style for LuLaRoe. Okay, this is part of the educating. I don't look at a Cassie, period, no matter what I do, unless I put something over it like a Monroe. And that week I posted that, I sold 5 Monroes. I never sell Monroes. So helping people understand, hey, here's how you wear it, especially if you carry, people have areas they want to cover, and the waist is the biggest area everyone wants to cover. So helping them understand how they can do it by layering or doing the styles a little bit different.
How do I cover my gut that's right in the front?
It's black, or do a print. Printed one will hide it. You're silly.
Not my gut.
Carly tied up over it. Boom. Anna Joy. Another thing that I think that everyone could improve on is if you're doing a pop-up, whether it's a vendor event or an in-home or anything, get a photo, go live at the event and pretend like it was amazing. You know, like, especially if you can go right before the event starts so you're still looking nice, and it'd be like, oh my God, I want to show you this setup. Here's where I'm at, da, da, da. Like, people might make the trip to come see you if they see it. Like, who knows what they've got going on. But if they see you having fun, and they don't know it's dead after the fact. This was a funny thing I saw some girl do. She had like laid out a pile of hangers and like messy clothes, and she was like, today's pop-up was amazing. No one showed up, no one bought anything. But no one knew that. Facebook knows what you show them. You know, like if you show them it was this amazing pop-up, that's what they think it was. Why not fake it till you make it? And again, everyone, there's a dog, loves when there's a boyfriend or a significant other, or, you know, they like being a part of it. Funny stuff. So I posted this. I've been doing a few more Disney posts in my group. This one kills me every time. And then so it was this back and forth where different people were sharing their memes. Then people were like, oh my God, that's horrible. And, you know, whatever it was. But it caused interaction, which helps my algorithms. Not to mention it's freaking hilarious. Come here. Sorry, I have a dog in the room now. Okay, so kind of to wrap it up, my best advice is continue your education. Get on YouTube. I YouTube everything. Google it. Socialite Suite. If you guys don't know Brenda Sturr, she's phenomenal. The Socialite Suite is free. It's a Facebook group. There's like 80,000 members across the board, all different direct sales. Sweet Sassy Pants is the one that she does that is all about inventory management, and it's very much predominantly LuLaRoe consultants or retailers. I know she had a cap on that group that was at 2,000, but right now it's a little over that. So she adds people, and that group is $12.99 a month, but it is so good. It's a really good group. So if you're going to invest in yourself, rather than reading a book or whatever, I would get in that group and start interacting or do both. Another thing is other retailers. You know, I saw that video thing and tried it, and I'm selling from it. I saw the Love It or List It, and it worked really well. So making sure that you're sharing ideas and sharing your ideas with people, because why not? I use different tools like Reaction Photo, WordSwag, and the little thought bubble thing. Most of them are pretty cheap. I don't have an iPhone, so it's probably like $1 or $2, but it's worth it because they're giving people a call to action. Pre-planning, I know this is an Amy's training, whether it's Hootsuite, Facebook's going to have a scheduler soon, but do it like I don't know, whatever your work week's like, but a Sunday have your post ready for the rest of the week, you know, and make it make sense, whether it's like, Motivation Monday, I do Tuesday tips, make it your own thing, relate it to you. I like the Why Wednesday. I might start that one. In the Socialite Suite, they talk a lot about branding. Be yourself. If you're nerdy, be nerdy. If you love dogs, because there's going to be other people that really connect with you because of it. And if something is working, do that. And try new things. This is a network marketing. So I know I covered a lot, and yeah, who's got something for me? And I hope I know something.
I got a question. I had not had a business post. Business page, and I just did mine after doing our small group thing, and I linked them together. But the first event that I did in there, I had some of my girlfriends message me and tell me, hey, I never saw any kind of notification that you were going to be going live. I just happened upon it. And I've been on Facebook all day, so there's no reason I shouldn't have seen something. So just giving you a heads up. I'm like, thank you so much for telling me that. So I was wondering, sometimes when I post from my phone, it'll post like from my business page, vice myself, my regular profile. So I didn't know if that has an effect on how it does. I'm looking at Amy.
It does. I looked that up because the other day my live video, which usually I had my live videos were getting like 40 to 50 people. I had like 7, and I was like,
yeah. And
it was the same day that I did what you just did. I connected the two, and when I was in such a mass hurry because we had gone out to dinner, and I got home at like 9:25, and my live was starting at 9:30, so I was like mass panicking. And when I hit live, I was live under my business page inside my VIP group. So all of my VIP group did not get a notification saying that I was going live. So no one saw it. So you've got to be really careful when you post. It will say post as, and you need to make sure you change back to your VIP group. Like you need to post as like LuLaRoe Amy Homan or Amy Homan or whatever it is.
I'm not seeing that from my phone though. Is that only from the computer? Because I don't see that option on my phone. I was
on my iPad, so it has to do something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Christine, when you post anytime you post in your VIP page, your name pops up on the top of the post.
Uh-huh.
If you're posting as your business page, it will be your business page name at the top of the post.
At the top.
And then there's a little arrow on the top that if you push that, you can switch it back to yourself.
Is that on my phone though?
Yeah, I do it from my phone all the time.
You do? Okay.
Yeah, all the time.
I'll try that then, because I was like so bummed out. I'm like, I got Avery watching my video, and that was it. It was like, oh, hi Avery, I love you, but I mean that was it, you know.
Yeah, no, there's a little arrow that's up next to your name, and you can flip back and forth between your business page and yourself.
Well, let me see. Can you guys see that?
Hang on.
Okay, so that's my phone. If you are going, okay, so if you click, there's a little, can you see that, Christine?
I'm trying to get you, hang on. Okay, do it again.
Okay, do you see it right here?
Yeah.
Click on that little thing right there, and it's going to show up. Do you want to publish as which one?
Okay.
And that's from my phone right there. So like right now, if I publish, I'd be publishing as LuLaRoe Amy Homan, which I don't want because that's my business page one.
Right. Okay. Because that was really chapping my butt, but okay, now I get it.
Yeah, that's definitely a great question because I totally screwed up the other day doing that also, and because it was first time. So hopefully, if you and I can help everyone else not to have a bad live, you're welcome.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay. Any other questions for Dana?
I don't have a question, but I have a comment. Thanks for coming on and doing this for us. One of your posts said, about 80% social interaction and 20% because Facebook is all about the social interaction. If y'all have ever gotten one of those, hey, we'd like to ask you a question. Did you see this person's post? Were you interested in the post or whatever like that? That's one way how they'll rank you too on whether if people say, no, I wasn't interested in her post at all.
Yeah.
Then they drop in their ratings. And they can, if you notice that people aren't seeing your stuff, sometimes your friends are unfriending you without you knowing because they got tired of seeing a lot of whatever posts. You can actually go into Facebook and it'll download into a spreadsheet who has unfriended you. I can put it out, but you can go in and it was recommended to go in like every 3 months and you can find out who's unfriended you. And then, especially if it's somebody you've known for a while, then you can contact them. Or even if it's somebody you didn't know for a while, hey, I noticed that that you're not in my group or you're not on my page anymore. Was there a particular reason? Was there something that you didn't like that you were seeing? Were you seeing too much of this? Or just, is there a reason why you chose to leave this?
Is it unfriended or unfollowed?
It's.
I know I unfollow a lot just because I don't want them in notifications, but I do go to their page.
This is unfriended.
Okay.
Because some people will drop you completely because they don't want to see whatever, or they're just not interested in it.
Okay.
I would think if you get unfollows, it hurts you too, because that means people don't want to see you. Or if you get follows, it means it's a good thing. So the more people that follow you, the more people see your stuff. Facebook's just controlling our lives and what we see.
Okay. Any other questions for Dana? Dana, we got a couple questions. Can these slides get added to the help pages?
We could I could turn it into a PDF and add a document. Does that make sense? There
you go, Christine. Then we got another question. How do you link your page to your group? It's a new setting that just happened. I don't know
I could see, I'm trying to think if I could unlink it and then relink it and do a video. Would that help or no?
Yeah, Jessica Stohan had asked, I hope I pronounced your last name right, how do you link your page to your group? And it's a new thing that says, I forget even how, I know I did it, but obviously I didn't do it all so hot. But it worked. It just, I was posting on a different thing, but I forget exactly. Yeah, if you can undo that and do a video, that'd be awesome.
Okay.
And Keen, I'm not a tax professional, but buying teaks for fly lays and writing them off, not going to pass an audit. Okay. Let me see. And hey, did you Dan, did you know the app that had the reactions? I know you posted it.
Yeah, it's called Reaction Photo.
Okay, there you go, Reaction Photo. So Aaron, thank you. Yeah, Aaron was right underneath it. It's called Reaction Photo.
What about the bubble one?
I looked for it on for my iPad and I couldn't find it, but I did find it on iPhone. It's called Reaction Photo for Facebook, Instagram, and something else. I don't remember.
Did you know, Nancy, that if it's something that's only for iPhone instead of iPad, you can go up and you can click the settings and you can search for, instead of apps for your iPad, you can search for iPhone apps on your iPad, and then you can add those in as well. So you can get an iPhone only app on your iPad.
Right. My mine automatically link anyhow, so it's updating on my iPhone, or it's loading on my iPhone and waiting to upload on my iPad now. So
okay, the one with the caption is called Selfie Cam.
I have that one. That I was certain, if anyone saw me playing on my phone, I was like, I think that's
I had to go through all this. I was like, where is it? What is it?
Yeah. That one's cool. And the selfie cam is a good one anyways, because you can also make collages, and all you have to do is like, like a lot of times if you're doing like Pic Joiner, you have to say, oh, I have 4 pictures, and then find a collage that fits. You can just go through and click, 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 click. And I think it will let you go up to 5, and it gives you like, you just click which pictures you want, and then it makes a collage themselves. So selfie cam is a really good one just in general. It's a lot of fun. Like you can do photo fun with it. I think I stole that one from you way back when you posted that. It was a good one for sure.
I love apps.
Yep. Okay, any other questions? Okay, well, thank you so much, Jane. Let me, let's exit. We appreciate you coming on. I know I learned a lot. I have like, seriously, legitimately, like my 3 little pages of notes here. The one thing I have to say, if you took anything from Dana, the biggest thing that you have to take away from, and like my opinion on here, is keep trying new things. She gave such amazing, amazing, amazing reaction post ideas. And that's ultimately where all the algorithms are coming in. Everything she said really had to go or was based off of people making comments in your group. So if you can get people making comments in your group, whether it is doing those questions, whether it's posting pictures and making those connections, that's ultimately the most important thing. And we too often forget about the connection that people want to feel, and we always just push down the sales. We say it in the small group trainings that if people could just take one step back and kind of take away from the sales aspect of it and focus so much more in time on the engagement, your sales will go through the roof, because that is ultimately what is going to get people to see your post, to see your sales posts. They have to be able to see those sales posts. And what's getting them to see those sales posts are all of those different types of reactions posts or any kind of engagement posts that Dana was just talking about. So thank you so, so much for coming on. If you guys want to see this, or if you want to go back to these PowerPoints, Dana's going to put them in PDF file. But once I have another meeting after this, once the meetings end, I promise you guys I will post these onto the YouTube channel, and then I will put them into the team page, because I think this is huge. I think this is such a beneficial training for everyone really to take and absorb and implement into your VIP pages, into your groups. So Dana, thank you. We appreciate you.
Yep, thanks.
Okay. Bye, ladies.
Thanks, Dana.
See you, Nancy.